What's up, guys? Sub-Zeric here, back for another VOD review. Today, doing another VOD of Set 15 PBE because Set 15, it's coming fast, just like other things that exist out there in the world. And, you know, I want to learn Set 15 as quickly as possible, and so I want to learn from the best. We're watching YBY1. If you guys have never seen YBY1, this guy's an absolute beast. Just by a hair did not make the World Finals this time, but very frequently is making the World Finals. And I will say the only struggle that we are going to have is I have to, you know, translate each of these options into English, and it's not always perfect. Now he's hovering this one. This is the one, it's every 2 takedowns you get permanent AP. I don't know what full blood sucking is, honestly. It must be some kind of omnivamp, and this is low HP get damage amp, I think. Oh, this is when you're low HP, you jump away, I believe, but we'll see here. But it looks like he's picking this one up. I mean, mostly, honestly, it looks like just to get the potential, like, start off for a Katarina reroll game, though I don't know if that's actually what we're going to play or not. I wanted to see, actually, because he's playing this on minions. I imagine it doesn't work on minions. They've kind of made everything not work on minions, and we were immediately going to sell that. And then look at GP. And I don't know what this bug is, actually, where it you actually don't see one of these options, but he's looking at this one. Is this the one that gives extra range on kill? Permanently increased every 2 times. I mean, maybe it's just a scaling, but it says, yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll see from the fight, actually, because it's hard. Or I could actually translate the full, let's translate the full name here and see if we can find it based on that. Peak attack, it's called. Oh, I'll have to go look at the list, which there is actually. I will actually, okay, actually give me 1 second to pull this up, because you guys are gonna like this. There are actual stats for these now for power-ups, courtesy of Lolchess. I don't know if this is going to exist when we get to live, but it is just interesting information to have to know something like Blood Brothers is broken, the Yone and Yasuo one. I mean, it makes sense. You have to get to like Yone and stuff like that to really take advantage of it. So yeah, I'm gonna look for actually peak. No, there's no peak there. Okay, well, whatever. First augment here. I mean, you could look at some. I don't think the Protectors one is that exciting. He really rolls everything. Wow, takes this takes the portable forage at the end of the day. Yeah, so rolled pretty aggressively here just to kind of go forever. And oh wait, look at this as well. Goes for the pre-level. I feel like people do not pre-level that much anymore, but he's looking for, you know, potentially, ideally like a 3-cost Duelist or something like that to really get us started on that. So he's just looking for some kind of combat to go with the pre-level, and he actually gets it in Portable Forge here. And Mittens, I would say, very solid to, yep, throw immediately onto the GP, make the Titans. And we do actually get rewarded here in that we hit a 3-cost Duelist. So great play by YBY1, actually, the pre-level. Had he not gone for that, okay, so it's increased AD every 2 takedowns. I don't know why it showed it so weirdly that it didn't show the AD symbol for whatever reason, but okay. So it's increased AD every 2 takedowns, and you can play for that. So makes sense. But okay, great start for YBY1. You know, the world's our oyster. We have a Titans plus a Mittens, so we do want to play for some kind of melee carry later, but it could be a lot of different units. Eventually, you know, if you get to something like Lee Sin, it's exciting. The thing that jumps out to me would probably be a Volibear. Throw these onto Volibear and just have him go crazy, jump all around the board, and do insane work. So we'll see what we end up actually playing as our kind of like final board setup there. But that's what I would be thinking right now. So yeah, I don't know. We will see. Oh, also, I'll get rid of that alerts thing. Okay, I found it here. I don't know why my VOD review, whatever, that's fine. All right. GP also, I talked about this in one of my videos, but oh my god, look at this GP 3 gold farmed. That's insane. And yeah, we can actually just straight up make 10 gold. The downside is obviously that we lose the ability to, you know, hold on to that Kale, but you know, all good. 4 Duelists would be great, but YBY1 is always going to be happy making gold, you know, just playing super hard for tempo and just flexible, and he'll figure out something to put in. He doesn't have to worry too much. Oh, this guy we're fighting is the Shen hero augment, so that is a fun one. Kind of the same thing as Time Knife from set. No clue, actually. I'm sorry, no clue. Time Knife, though. The exact same one as Time Knife. So he gets extended range, goes bonk, bonk, bonk. Pretty cool. Fun to see stuff like that coming back. All right. We have tier open here. I mean, I would look to Hodge as the most ideal slam from this spot. And I mean, there is a glove open on Carousel, so that's maybe something that we can pick up here. And we do. Okay, awesome. I mean, you're very excited to make a slam here. It's a third item onto your GP. And ooh, look at this. Another Udyr, another GP. We are looking very, very nice in terms of a, units that we have set up. And I mean, we could play into Duelist. Duelists are obviously back this set, a reprint from previous sets, but such a fun comp to play around. You can play a reroll. If we are going to keep these items and are going to play Duelist, it does, I would think, lean more reroll here and not like a fast 8 situation, because, it used to be with Duelists in the set. What was that? I almost want to make up a set, but I don't know. Why is my brain thinking set 8? But were there Duelist hero augments? I don't know. That seems wrong to me. I don't think so. But then it wasn't set 9, was it? In any case, we had a 4-cost melee carry that set. We don't have that anymore. We have a 4-cost backline carry in the Ashe. It's kind of interesting. Duelists, I feel like, because I'm so familiar with that, version of Duelist, it's so foreign to me to have like a backline carry. These look like great fast 8 Duelist items to me, because you can just play for, obviously, the 4-cost Lee Sin, but it doesn't exist this set. We have a 5-cost Lee Sin that you can play for, but you're not guaranteed to get to that 5-cost Lee Sin. GP2 here, huge though. So so good for us. Will allow us to keep our streak here. He's gonna keep, we have a scaling augment here that, has farmed a lot of AD already, there's so many things in this. I keep wanting to call them anomalies, but a scaling power up here. So we could honestly play this as a GP reroll. It'll be interesting to see what level we end up rolling at. Bow plus Cloak open here. I honestly want to hold these for something like ideally Evan's Shroud plus a red buff and just have both of those figured out, but we'll see what we go for here. Pick up the 4 Duelist very easily and also just do an aggressive level to 6 here. Obviously waste a little bit of XP leveling this early if we're gonna do 2-cost reroll, but you want to be as strong as possible, and a level 6 here is really, really, really strong, especially for this GP though. Ooh, we are getting almost cleared out by the Sivir, but look at the drain tank from the GP, man. Heals basically to full. This guy is a monster, and now we have to start thinking about, okay, do we want to, we've already thought about this. YBY1 has thought about this, but does he want to roll more on 6? Does he want to push levels? If we do want to play reroll, preparation sounds insane here. There is also this augment that's, when you drop low, you get extra damage amp, right? It's it has this plus here. YBY1 my eyes. It's this new one. Okay, but we do end up taking preparation here, so happy with that. We do already have an extra GP to prep here, which is really nice. And we are going to roll in 6 here, so it is GP reroll. And it's also interesting, he's holding on to this, he has the Swain and Planner. I don't really get why, because I don't think we're going to go for a Swain 3 on this board, but we'll see what else YBY1 wants to roll for with this setup. Obviously, we can go for GP plus Kai'Sa on level 6 very easily. And then I think it's pretty easy to get the Darius onto this board because he is just nice trait-wise, but we'll see what we want to go for here. Pick up Kai'Sa 2 here. This is actually so funny. We have no stacks on this Kai'Sa. Okay, but at least we pick up an extra Kai'Sa. And you can see YBY1 rolling a little bit aggressively here, but it makes sense, right? We should roll aggressively here because we're actually missing a lot of units to stack up here. We're not stacking up any preparation stacks onto our Udyr here. We're not stacking up any stacks onto our Kale, not the biggest thing, but until we rerolled there, we weren't stacking up any stacks onto the Kai'Sa. You need to get these units on your bench and start stacking them up, especially when we're win streaking in a spot like this. You want to be as strong as possible. Also, holding onto the J4 here is a potential add. Obviously, well, maybe not obviously because we're so early on in the set, but Gangplank is one of these new mecha units. So just take, we wanted like belts here ideally. We're going to take the sword here, which, it could end up being a B tier or something like that. Viego 2, nice, though we might have to keep him on bench for a little while longer. You only have to keep him on bench for one more round, and then you can put him in over Kale. You could honestly just do this right now. And yeah, he is going to get the mecha in here. So going to fit the Atrox in here for Juggernaut as well, and then just straight up playing the Jarvan for Jarvan's sake. And it looked like he was trying to remove her there, but didn't actually end up having enough time to. So RIP. But the GP is still a monster here. Mecha Pilot, just the mecha is so nice to get in whenever you can as well. I just feel like getting this giant Galio always feels good. And it's quite easy to get in a lot of the time. All right, so we're going to roll down here. We got one more fight before minions. Do pick up another Viego, which is nice. Means that we don't have to think about like swapping things in and out. It is kind of awkward, and he is going to use his second power up here on the Viego here. I don't know why one keeps being invisible. What is that bug? I haven't seen this in my own games at all, but very annoying for YBY1. Merge. Oh, fusion dance here. So this is the where you eat one. Okay. This is the one that makes your the cyclone one where your autos hit in an AoE based on your attack range. I imagine this wouldn't be bad on a unit like this, though. It is I think it's AD damage. So yeah, I don't know. Fusion dance does not sound very good here. He could just take what's in the mystery box, but yeah, he is going to take that one. I think that makes a lot of sense. Just some extra damage, though it is awkward that it is AD, but I mean, you're autoing a lot, and he's doing these tiny little cyclones. The indicator for the cyclone is so... I guess it must be bugged out because there's no way it's meant to look like that. There's that little circle that appears every single time you auto. I mean, it looks like almost something that they left in to like debug it, but yeah. All right, got to make sure we get our prep stacks on the minion round here. So prepping everybody here, except for obviously the GP because he's fully prepped here. And we're going to get to a good amount of stacks on everybody. Still not 3 stacks actually on this this Viego, which is kind of awkward, but that's life. And now we're going to pivot back into the board after the minion round, pick up everything, just some clean preparation and play. You can get a little bit flustered taking this augment sometimes just because it's not the easiest thing in the world. But YBY1, beautifully done. Very, very easy for him. And he's also very close to the Gangplank 3, so I would not be shocked at all to see him roll. I mean, we're very, very rich in this spot, so roll... You know, I can easily roll to like 40 gold here, but it doesn't even have to. Wow, yeah. Easy stuff here. Looking at slamming IE here for the GP and then moving some of these items over. As far as Viego items, he does want similar items to all these units. He is an auto attack carry, but he's AP based. And so, yeah, we're looking at IE as a potential slam here. And then what are you even going to make here? Gwinsu? I feel like Gwinsu tends to not be that great on these type of units. And I wonder, I mean, IE is a great item on GP, but it does actually use 2 really good components. I actually... Had I been in this spot, I would have made Quicksilver BT instead of the IE, so kind of interested to see what his items end up being here. Not going to take that, the You Have My Rod augment, right? Yeah, you're not going to have his rod here. I mean, we could just take the 5 cost one. I don't mind it. I mean, it gives you Lee Sin. The other ones are not that good. Cloning Facility seems interesting. Just get to, I don't know, Viegos or Udirs or something. He's looking at Scavenger pretty highly here. Wow. What is going on here? Can somebody go to this VOD and tell me why he's what he's saying about Scavenger here? Because he's really looking, he's gonna take it. I mean, the idea must be that, you know, you are, especially once you hit 6 duelists, even just these random duelists are going to do pretty good work. And I mean, you have Udyr who can get items. Eventually, you're gonna have Lee Sin, Ashe. Like, we are probably gonna end up with too few items this game, not too many. So must be the idea from him. But it's interesting. It's surprising, honestly, because this is not one that people think very highly of. And yeah, we're also going for Kaisa 3. So I think that's the idea. Is, I mean, look at this. We have, you know, 4 units right now, the GP, the Viego, the Udyr, and the Kaisa, who would be happy to itemize. We're gonna have the Ashe coming down later. We're gonna have Kale on, you know, level 9 if we can make it there. We're gonna have Lee Sin on level 9, or maybe level 8 if we're a high roller. There's actually so many units to itemize, so why not actually take Scavenger here? Wow, it's kind of a... Once again, I think an augment that a lot of people turn up their nose at and say, I'm not taking that trash, but YBY1, very open to taking an augment that other people are not open to. He meeches to the beat of his own drum, and that's what we love about him so much. That person just had the You Had My Legs augment, right? They didn't have like everything. QSS here? No QSS here. You're gonna take the BT here just to guarantee that he has some healing onto this guy. Ooh, and a Zyra. I mean, wow, he rolls completely past it. That is wild to me. I mean, Mech is good, decent, I would say, on this board, but I'm shocked, actually, that he just completely disregards the Zyra in this spot. I mean, I will say, obviously, duelists are getting their own attack speed, so do you really need more from Zyra? And I guess YBY1 says no, he doesn't care about it at all, but the Zyra unit, I feel like anytime I see this, I'm trying to fit her on my board. And YBY1, I mean, it just goes to show, like, this is someone who's very confident in his game plan, his ability to play the game, like what units he wants to put on the board, which is very important in TFT. It's really important to just be able to make decisions like that quickly, and he does, and he makes it. So yeah. Also, this is a VOD from day 2 where they did bug fix the fact that Battle Academia, you know, before the bug fix on day 1, it did have the ability to just like easily get you the prismatic because it started stacking literally when you put in 3 Academy, which made it I'm gonna call this trait the wrong trait so many times. Academy, academia, everything, man. It's just. This is also smart for YBY1 to roll down a bit on minions here, just to say, I mean, not that, you know, we're hitting this Udyr 3, which is great, but we want to pick up Ashes, we want to pick up, I mean, Giga High Roll, but potentially Lee Sins to start stacking them up here. We do get Evan's Shroud here. This does mean that we're going to have to make a Steadfast Heart as our last item, but that's fine here. And we're going to continue rolling on level 7 just because we are, you know, getting closer to Viego here. We are, you know, 6 Duelist now, so we feel good about it. And yeah, we're just going to keep playing this Atrox on this board right now. Interesting. Okay. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's not great, honestly. But we'll see here. I mean, man, this board that this is the board that we lost to earlier as well. I can't believe we're getting just so cleared by this giant Malphite. He's just infinitely tanky here. It's wild. We're gonna push level 8 here, get Mecha back in here to give us some extra frontline. So he opted to level at this point just with the idea of, okay, you know, like I'm close enough to Viego. I'm 1 off. I'm probably gonna be able to find this on level 8. And he really likes that Mecha as just extra frontline for Duelist. It makes a lot of sense because obviously you can still fit Juggernaut in for the Udyr here, and then you also get Mecha in as just extra frontline for a trait that scales, right? You want a bunch of extra time for the Duelist to auto a bunch and scale up, so you might as well, you know, have a frontline trait like that. I think he is going to kind of give up. Oh, and actually, yeah, he's going to move over to Udyr here. Wait, did he take? No, this is. Oh, this must be. Which one did he take? Yeah, this is the one that it stuns, right? After 15 seconds, I believe. That's the one he took here, but I guess we'll see. It's not called Gigantify. That's the name of an augment. But yeah, this is the one after 15 seconds that stuns the board, I believe. We'll see at 15 seconds, I guess, though. This fight might not last 15 seconds. 20, 19? Yeah, the fight doesn't last 15 seconds, man. Oh my god. Okay, well, hopefully we get to see it in another fight. But he's clear in the lobby, right? I mean, the Duelists are doing very, very well as just a very solid reroll line for Mr. YBY1. And he locked himself into it very early, but just said, you know what? I have a good enough spot for Duelists. I want to play it. And I mean, he is doing great here. Can take a Lee Sin here with a GS onto it. The GS actually kind of meh, but I mean, the Lee Sin is a Lee Sin here. We don't have any stacks onto him, which is kind of a little bit sad here. And he is going to play it over the Kale here. Yeah, I mean, until we're level 9, the Kale is not it. And he tried to pop some items off so that he could get the Gwinsu off, but doesn't end up hitting the pop off there. So he just does this to move this around. Also, look at this. What is going on with this GP? He was flying around the board, actually. This is our arch nemesis here, and we do get the full board stun, so that is what we end up taking there. Great augment, great power up. As long as you're confident the unit can survive 15 seconds, which it can a lot of the time. Wait, he's got MOGG is a high elo player as well, right? These lobbies might be higher than I thought, because I'm pretty sure that's like a named like good player. But that being said, we are still clearing. Like this comp is doing so well. We just hit everything. Just, I mean, really from the start, hitting that early GP. And then itemizing him and then, you know, playing for him even harder. I mean, this just further makes me think, like, if I see an early GP, I'm really excited to play around him, throw a power up onto him, itemize him, eventually, you know, hitting early GP 2-star is the biggest thing that you can get. But yeah, we're gonna prep the Lee Sin, obviously, still only getting him to 3 stacks, which is a bit tragic, but hey, what are you gonna do? This guy has hit a lot of his 3 stars there, so pretty good for him. It looked like he had all of them, but for some reason I thought I saw Ziggs on bench. It looked weird, I don't know. I'll have to take a closer look at his bench here. These don't look great. Just Crown Guard for extra frontline. I mean, Death. Oh, wait. I mean, oh, you Death Cap Viego, right? Yeah, Death Cap Viego actually fantastic. Because this is a unit where he's not actually getting AP from any source, so granting him the Death Cap is actually really nice. Yeah, he does have Ziggs on bench here, so he's actually has only hit a few of them. I don't know why the trait said that he had, because I saw 5 there, but maybe that's just because he has 5 of the unit in. Oh, yeah, that is probably what it means. Okay, we clear this guy. 62 HP, by the way, still for YBY1. We are just absolutely clearing, though. This guy does have, so yeah, he didn't have the triple augment setup where you get to the prismatic, but he does have I'll Be the Legs, and he does have 7 of the mecha, so I'm excited to see a showdown here. This setup seems cool. I love the idea of like the I'll be the legs, I'll be the arms, I'll be the head. If you can hit all 3, you can get the prismatic one. I haven't actually seen what the prismatic one looks like yet, but maybe, I don't know, I kind of want to just wait to see it like organically in game, because I've seen a lot of like the 3-star 5 costs just in games already, just because it's kind of easy on PvE. we're smurfing on these kids, you know how it is. But yeah, I kind of want to see something like that organically. Man, I will say, I played a game of Duelist Reroll earlier today and was blown away by how strong level 9 Kale was, just Kale 2. This spot though, you know, obviously we don't have a Kale and it's gonna be hard. We're gonna have to like go back to get a Kale. So yeah, it's kind of awkward actually. This is also interesting positioning of the GP just to try to get him to wrap as much as possible. We have him so far back, but he's just zooming to the front there and then bonking very, I mean, medium slowly. So yeah, item wise here, still looking for more damage as much as we can get. There is also a Lee Sin on carousel, but I don't know that we really want to spend our item there, though we do end up getting, yep, we get the guard breaker here, gonna level up here, roll for an in. Thought about Rise, but you can't play Rise because he is another mentor. Also gonna move the items over to the Ash 2 at this point. Yeah, probably better than the Kaisa 3. Still don't have anything to put in. That is a better, well, not really a better mecha than Jarvan. Yeah, bleh. I mean, this is where having that Zyra that we passed like 10 years ago would be good, but obviously we wouldn't have held it this entire time. But we just need something extra to play on this board. And right now, not much going on. We do pick up another win here against this player. This is going to lock in top 2 here. So just us versus Test here. I mean, double Lee Sins honestly seems fine. Wait, can you? No, okay, they both get the same one. I was about to say, can you put 2 different ones? Oh, he does? Wow, he rates Zyra very low on this board just because you're getting so much already from Duelist. I mean, it makes sense. What is this positioning? Okay, I mean, surely we're gonna, yeah, swap that guy at the end there. And I guess we're just gonna try to blow up the Galio here. This looks pretty awful actually because our carries got focused down and the Galio just got to tank up everything. Yeah, I think this is not ideal positioning for YBY1. He will, though, finally finish preparating this Lee Sin here. So very nice. Maybe if we can hit Lee Sin 2, that will be a big boon for our board here. Maybe he can do some work with 2-star, put all our items onto him. I mean, we will see here. But we're gonna roll down one more time, see if we can hit this. Will very likely be one of the last fights of the game. We do pick up Lee Sin 2 here, and he is actually going to play a Gwen on this board for whatever reason. I mean, I guess it's a Soul Fighter, which is pretty cool, and just a random 5 cost, and then Hodge is going to go over Lee Sin. This is our positioning. We are in pretty good position to wrap. Obviously, we can't wrap straight to backline, but maybe we can wrap around. Oh my god, the CC from the Jarvan was actually huge here, but our GP tried, man. He tried, but that was too tough a fight. Wow, the 7 mecha just winning out really, really hard, though. Still a really good showing from YBY1 on this Duelist comp. I'll keep it open for you guys in case you want to look at it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, check out my Twitch and Metafy. All my links down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.